Hello. Been a minute since I've been live. What up, everybody? Bring your coffees. Bring your coffees. Been a minute since I've been live. Okay, let's see. Because I've been traveling and going to therapy and getting over a cold. Or I think it was the flu. Hi, Joanne. Let me drop a link. I'm going to be live for about an hour because it's Memorial Day and we shouldn't be home all day today. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not speaking for everyone, but I need to get out and I need to do some clothes shopping today, like around 11, I'd say. Because otherwise, I have no clothes. Bring your coffees. Let me share myself out. Need a sentimental. Heck. It's really weird. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Thank you. While I'm live, I'm going to be drinking my coffee and I'm going to be trying on some clothes, not with my camera on or anything, because there's a lot of clothes that I have that I just keep pretending like I'm going to wear. What the fuck? Because there's like all these clothes that I have that I keep needing to try on to see if I'm going to keep or get rid of. And so I figured while I'm live, I might as well do that. Hey, Mean Beans, happy Memorial Day. How are you? Okay, let me. Oh, there you are. Hey.
Here I are. Yeah,
How are you?
I'm all right. I shared your link on my posts.
Thank you. It's been a minute.
We can't. I guess community tab is too long to say. It has to be posts now.
Yep, it's too long to say community tab. So now we have to say posts.
Just posts.
It's easy. It's easier for the people with the short-term problems.
That'd be me. Except for the longest fucking time, it had to be a good job buddy that told me what I was looking for, because everybody kept saying it's on my community tab, and I was looking. I was like, nobody has a community tab anymore.
So you had to be told, like, it's called
Yeah, it's
posts.
called posts now. Fuck. They should
That's
just
funny.
ban me from YouTube anyways.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going down the fucking Diddy rabbit hole this morning. I haven't watched or haven't paid any attention to it because of the content of what I don't like to hear about people being
yeah,
violated like that. But
same.
wow.
So
Shit.
what, like, Hamilton has been listening to stuff about it as well, but I haven't paid much attention because, like, I pay attention to so many different true crime things that this was just another one. So now that it's like out and like actually in trial, everybody's talking about it, and I feel like I'm missing out on all the info.
Well, I started watching. What got me watching this morning was Jennifer Lawrence testified, and
She
I love
did?
her. Yeah, she got when she was 22, she got lured like to one of his parties because he said that it was like a chill after press and all that. It was not. It was right after she did Hunger Games, and it was, what was that other, what's the X-Men. And so she was on
Uh-huh.
that whole publicity thing, and it was supposed to be like a chill party. And she said she walked in and there was nothing but red lights and bad stuff.
There was nothing
Like
but what?
red lights and mirrors and all kinds of shit.
Like people just like having
And
orgies.
masks. Yeah, like she said she saw everyone was wearing masks, and she saw an A-list actress there, and she told her you don't belong here, so she left. And then
Oh,
throughout all these years, she's been getting little notes here and there basically telling her she better not say nothing about it.
oh, oh
Yeah,
my
I'll send you the link to what I watched, and because it goes word for word her testimony.
wow.
It's fucking
That's
crazy, man.
crazy. I
Yeah,
do. I wonder, like, so she went to one, she saw it was like all red lights and all mirrors. And she was
yeah,
like,
and
fuck, what is this? And then some other celebrity was like, you don't belong here. And she left. And then after that, she just like, even though she didn't say anything about it, she was still getting like little notes.
yeah, because well, he made them sign non-disclosure agreements, and
Oh,
you can get sued pretty good for that, even as long as he's not doing anything illegal. So apparently, she didn't see anything illegal, just gross, just bad. And so that's why she hadn't said nothing, because she was just trying to go under the radar and just do her job and do what she loved to do. But
right.
throughout her whole career from then to now, even up to I think 2023, she got an anonymous email, or no, it was a note left in a jacket. You gotta just, I'm gonna get all this shit wrong, but
It's
anyway,
okay.
there was a
All of
note
it. I
that,
mean, I'm not holding you to it. Don't worry.
yeah, they fucked with her a lot, like
Yeah.
notes and emails and calls and just shit like that. But she had
Yeah.
actually journaled that night and said she can't believe she got out of there. It was that bad, and she said it has affected her. But I just have a problem with so many people coming up forward after the fact.
Right, of course. I mean, it's like, but then again, I mean,
But if they're doing
her,
that kind of stuff, they're probably fucking scared.
exactly. And also her, like her being young, maybe she does have a lot of fans and she does have a lot of really good roles, but she probably felt like she was powerless against that empire,
Yeah, for sure.
you know?
Well, she also came forward when Harvey Weinstein was being prosecuted. So why didn't she say, "Oh, and by the way, this guy's doing it too"?
Well, the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, somebody on TikTok was like breaking down oh shoot. They were like breaking down all the different cases of the women that testified against him, and they are some crazy stories. Like if you've ever listened to them, they don't sound like what we would consider to be like assault because
Right.
like for example, one of the women who claims that she was like R-worded by him, like a couple weeks later, like wanted to introduce him to her mom and did introduce him to her mom.
Rose McGowan.
No, it was Mimi Marchand.
Huh.
She like introduced Harvey to her mom like a couple weeks after. Like there's text messages where she's like, "Hey, can me and my mom come stop by your penthouse? Like my mom would love to meet you." It's just the whole thing is just weird. Like I don't understand. Like maybe they're trying to say they were brainwashed.
You just, I mean, when I guess, okay, so whatever you want to be in life, say, you're wanting to be a singer or a rapper or something in the music industry, and somebody with that much influence gives you attention,
Yeah.
you got to be enamored by it.
I
Like,
would think.
yeah, and the same way with actresses being enamored with Harvey Weinstein. Like this
Right.
dude has made some fucking movies that everything he touches is gold. Like
Yeah.
everything that man, every movie that man put out is like a box office fucking $1 million thing.
Right.
So, and you want to be an actress, and I always go back to Rose McGowan because she was like the most vocal about it. Because she took what did she take, $80,000 for it?
I don't remember
Something like that.
honestly.
She was paid. He paid her to shut up
Yeah,
after. But anyway, and she never made. She was. She could have talked all she wanted, and her career couldn't have gone much weirder because
for
she was in
sure.
some weird fucking movies.
And she's always been like a questionable moral person, honestly.
Yeah.
Like there was a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
Her
And I
showing up
love
naked with
Charm.
freaking Marilyn Manson to one of the award shows and shit like that. But that's victim blaming, and that's not, she didn't deserve it,
Of
but
course.
she still didn't have that great of a fucking career. So it didn't help
Seriously,
her to
Steph.
stay quiet.
No, exactly. And
So she should have just said everything when it happened and took the money.
I can't believe her one co-star from Charmed slash 90210 died. I still can't. What was
Yeah.
her name?
Shannon uh
Shannon.
Doherty.
Yep, Shannon
Yeah.
Doherty. I can't believe she died. Makes me sad.
Well,
Even though
and
she
then
was
Luke
kind of like,
Perry.
what?
And Luke Perry from 90210.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's just, and then Matthew Perry.
Oh my God. I just like a couple months ago watched the documentary on HBO about him. I had no idea he drowned in his hot tub.
Yeah. And did you see how, like, he had those people, like, giving him the drugs, like,
Yeah.
charging
All
him?
those three doctors charging him out
Yep.
the ass for it. Yep.
Yep. And they were all just scamming the fuck out of him, like, and then ended
Yeah.
up dying because he drowned in his hot tub because he was so high.
Yeah. That's why they
Sad.
tried to try to prosecute his assistant, right? Because he's the one that gave it to him and then he left him.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
I think you're right.
yeah.
I'm trying
That's
on
all
some.
crazy shit, man. I'm glad I'm not artistic and all that stuff cuz
Well, if you are, I mean, it would be great to have all that money, but you never know what the fuck could happen to you.
yeah, weird.
Really.
I mean,
Hey, Budsville.
weird. Hey buds, not buds, just Budsville, not just
Just
buds.
Budsville.
Yeah,
not
just
not just
Budsville, not just buds.
um I'm really liking talking to you right now because it's helping me try on all these clothes that I put in a pile that I'm like, am I ever gonna wear these? So far, I'm gonna wear 3 and I'm not gonna wear 1.
Well, there you go. See, I am helpful.
Yeah,
I didn't like that one anyway.
exactly. It wasn't even cute. Now this fourth one, I'm definitely gonna get rid of. Let's see,
Did
what
you
did
just
Bud
get
still
back
say?
from Canada?
Yeah, no. That was an
Saw
old
your
video.
video. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, that was an old video. But I have been doing, Hammy and I have been doing a lot of stuff and we've been getting along really well because,
Oh, you
well,
just
first of
changed
all, I've
it.
gone to therapy like 4 times now.
Yeah.
And it's definitely helped me a lot. Um,
That's
and
awesome.
yeah. Wait, so what did he say? That guy's channel 2 girlfriend was banging her baby daddy, and channel 2 left her apparently. Yesterday was crazy for that guy. God bless them. He went in a pothole, ruined his tires and everything. So wait, I didn't even know that guy had a girlfriend. I thought he was like living on someone's property and gonna get kicked out. Now he's got a girlfriend. That guy, like, he really should have a reality show. Um, but yeah, Hammy and I, like, we've been getting along because we've both just been making an effort, like, to get along better.
Yeah.
So that's
Good.
great. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. How have you
Yeah.
been?
I'm all right. My kitty, I told you my kitty was sick, yeah?
The ginger, right?
Yeah. She's
Yeah, you
better
told me.
though.
How is she?
She's great now. She's like it never happened.
Okay, good.
Hey,
You know,
Ryder.
I've been thinking a lot about Azel, and I hope Azel is well.
Has he quit chatting when you got doxxed, right?
Yeah, and I'd just like to tell him like he didn't have to do that, and he can come around still.
Yeah, for
But that's
sure.
up to him, I guess, you know?
He'll never get a Christmas card. I'm just saying. So he
I
can
know, what the hell?
yeah, so everybody knows and nothing's happened, so come on with it, Azel. You can still chat, honey. Nothing will happen, and
Exactly. Fuck them.
as far as I know, nothing will happen.
Hey, Ryder. Who doxed Azel? Of course it was Nikki. I'm trying to think if I'll ever wear this.
I figured you and Hamilton were getting along because Nikki's back on Ryder again, so
Right? If we're getting along, then she's on someone else.
yeah.
But I think we're going to be getting along like pretty well for a while, especially because I'll maybe like talk to you about this offline, but something did happen in my personal life. And
Yeah.
I feel extremely betrayed by my family. And so, like, Hammy has really been there for me through it. So
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
That's never good. I've been there, done that. That's never good.
Yeah. So And so at this point, it's funny because I used to be like all like worried about what my family would think if I got married or got pregnant or did my own thing, you know? And now I'm like, I just want to do whatever I want to do. And I'm not going to worry about what my family thinks because clearly my family doesn't give a shit about what I think, you know?
That tends to work that way, doesn't it?
Yes.
You try so hard to please them and they'll just fucking run over you. Well, that's my situation. That doesn't have to be yours, but mine's pretty extreme.
Why did Pilgore say, hey, Natalie and D? This is not D. This is Joanne on panel. Hey, hey, Ryder. Hey, Cinnamon. But yeah, sometimes like your family will try to control you, and then you realize at the end of the day that a lot of it is financial. Like they just want to financially gain from you, you know?
Mm, that's exactly what happened with my family, with my mom, because my
Yeah,
sister stayed with her until her fucking spawn got kicked out of my mom's rent house, and then she just left my mom that day, just up and left her. She woke up that day in my mom's house and everything was fine. Her spawn got kicked out of the rent out of her rent house, which she didn't even really get kicked out. That's what okay, so Rodney has this big old story about how he went over there and and I sat in the car while my sister tried to hit my mom and yada yada. He's a
yeah,
lying sack of shit.
yeah,
But anyway, it was a trap house, and she did, and it was horrible because I did go in there after she had left it, and there was drugs and all kinds of shit left, broken pipes, and it was just bad. But anyway,
yeah,
so my sister and her spawn all just ditched my mom but they took. I was thinking because I'm so bitter about it still, and I can't stop. And my mom's going to
yeah.
be gone 3 years this year, and I still
Wow.
am so fucking bitter over microwaves and KitchenAids. Like I just it's unfucking real because
Yeah,
my nephew admitted that he stole one of the microwaves, and he said, "Well, she wasn't using it." And I'm like, "But I fucking bought the motherfucker, and it doesn't matter if she wasn't using it. It's not yours."
exactly.
And that's,
How is that a
it's
hard
not
concept?
fucking yours.
That's a simple concept.
Right.
You don't take what's not yours.
Dumbass. but I'm so bitter about that. They took 2 KitchenAids, 2 Instapots, 4 microwaves, 2 lawnmowers, a rototiller, and a fuck ton of jewelry of my mom's, because my mom used to wear diamonds on and those thick gold bands on all of her fingers. She was
Mhm.
very much into her sparklies. And
Yeah.
I not one did I find in her house. Not fucking one.
Wow.
And all I ask them is just wait till she dies and y'all can have everything. I don't want a stick of nothing out of her house.
Yeah.
Nothing. Because I don't have anybody to leave it to. So it would die with me, and then where would it go? So
Right.
it would end up with strangers. Well, they couldn't wait. They just fucking wouldn't wait. So now I'm stuck with a bunch of shit that I don't want.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's the principle of it as to why I'm not giving it to them.
right.
And she put in her will that they don't get nothing.
Hey, you got to respect that.
Yep.
That's not up to
Well,
you.
even before she had even before she was diagnosed with dementia, when they had gotten in a fight with my mom 4 years. They hadn't spoke to my mom for 4 years prior to her getting sick. But as soon as she was put in the hospital, boy, my sister was right there and 24/7 wouldn't let anybody in there without her being there. And so anyway, but my mom, she was real fucking bitter about the situation that happened between my sister and my sister's daughter. And, she made me promise to burn her house down before I let them have anything of hers. And that was before she
Oh,
got sick.
good for your mom for realizing that she was being taken advantage of.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad why they parted ways when they did, because my niece was actually going to hit my mother.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. Can you imagine bucking up to your grandmother?
No, hell no.
That
My
that
whole
means you're
family would
big
beat
shit
my
when you
ass.
can. Well, yeah, my mom would have beat her ass as well, but because I did that little oh fucking wastes of life is what they are. And yes, I do say, why is my son gone and she has her fucking trashy fucking kids that she didn't even care about? She
That
only
seems
cares about
unfair.
them now because they're old enough to take care of themselves, and
Yep.
they can give her money.
Yeah, now she can use them the way she used your mom.
Yep, for sure. I hope they roll in their fucking filth the rest of their life. I wish nothing good for them.
Yeah.
It's coming back on me when you have feelings like that. You what you get back what you put out, and I am so bitter, and I do have those thoughts that bad things
Dude, I
continually
do too, Joanne.
and bad things continually interrupt my life.
Yeah, same. And it's because, like, I'm so resentful of
Yeah.
things that have happened.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we have to let that shit go, or it's going to
yeah,
continue to happen to us. And it might not
exactly.
happen to them because they don't give a fuck enough about anything to wish bad on me. They're
Yep.
not sitting and I bet you in the last 3 years they haven't thought of me 5 times when I guarantee you I've thought of them at least 5 times a month.
You never know. They could have thought, like, they could be brainwashing themselves about, like, what happened, and look at it in a completely different way and blame you for it and, like, have resentment towards you. Because
Yeah.
that's how people are when they can't take accountability. They do think about you, but they think that you did them wrong, you
Right?
know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I that so fucking weird.
And it's so
So
true.
fucking
Like,
weird.
no matter what you do, the people that have seriously fucked with you will always look at you like you did something to them. It's
Right?
so funny. And it's the
And
same people who go from job to job to job because they can't take accountability,
uh-huh.
and every job it's the job's fault that they can't last there.
Yep. Yep. Ugh. Ugh. So
They
bothered
all
with
have
those
that same
people.
mentality.
Yeah. Well, that I mean, that whole story likes to be retold on the YouTubes that they won't have anything to do with me, but it's quite the opposite.
Right. And like I'm sure that there's people in hey, good morning, buds. I'm sure that there's people in the
Hey,
families
buds.
lives of those people that talk about you that can't fucking stand them. You know, like I guarantee you, Rodney and Rebecca just randomly have family members that cannot fucking stand them. Guaranteed.
Well, I mean, that does well, I mean, not gonna say it bothers me. I just think it's horseshit that he's disgracing my mother's memory when she was nice to him. He met her
Yeah,
twice, and she was very nice to him, and he's gonna disgrace her memory by saying the shit that he says. Because the
right,
reason I was sitting in the car was because my sister wouldn't let him in the house if I was there. So I said, I'll
right.
go sit in the fucking car so you can let the contractor in, you fucking baby cry. And so I went and sat in the car. Well, sure
Yeah.
enough, my mom tried to go in the house and she tried to shut the door on my mom, like on
Wow.
her. And he came running to the car saying your sister's going to hurt your mom. So, I can't just in a flash get up and out. I'm fucking gimpy. There's a reason I don't work. I am disabled, and I
Yeah.
am my ability to get out of a car quickly is part of my disability because of
Yeah.
the whole thing. Well, anyway, I got there as fast as like, which was pretty fucking fast for my speed normally, and so that was the deal. That and he wants to rewrite it that I just sat in the car and let my sister go at my mom because she
Yeah.
about got her ass whooped that day.
He's a liar.
He is, and he, like I said, I can't believe he disgraces my mother that way when she was nice to him.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Everybody knows you don't get along with your sister. Why would you hit your mom in that
Right.
scenario? That doesn't even make any
No,
sense.
he was saying that I was letting my sister hit my mom and
Oh.
didn't do anything about it. Well, the fuck I didn't.
Hey,
Because
Robin.
I stood out there on that fucking porch calling her out and she wouldn't come out.
Right.
You want to hit somebody, come and fucking hit me.
Exactly. Who the fuck are you hitting an old woman?
Yep. And that, I mean, he's just nasty for doing that. That's why I said it doesn't bother me. So he can say it all he wants. Because if I say it bothers me, then he's going to run into the ground more than he already has. So running
Yeah,
into the ground, Rodney, I just think you're gross for disgracing a woman that you liked or that was nice to you and cordial to you and
right.
and had the conversation, not just a hi and bye with him and Rebecca. So
Right.
if he wants to say that, that she was left, fuck him. Fuck him for that. He's gross.
Fuck him.
Hey,
Because
Robin.
because to make something like that up just to satisfy Nikki is weird.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put all my shit out there. I don't have any secrets. I mean, I make
Yeah.
sure that I don't have any secrets just for
Right.
that reason. And I'll put all my shit out there. I will tell
I know
people
you
how shit
will.
went.
Yeah, I know you will. You always like are very honest.
But I
Even
know that
when
it happens to other people. So,
Yep.
like if again, which the whole reason why I even started doing live streams and stuff is to so people could relate to somebody that they don't feel like it's just them, that it only happens to them. That's why. Because nobody's fucking life is all I'm perfect and so happy with my fucking computer generated images and my battles with people I'll never meet. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, no, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is real shit. Real life happens, and this is what mine is. It's a shit show, but it's my shit show. And I'm not
Exactly.
I'm not alone with how things are done in my life, and other people are not alone either.
Hey, Jennifer.
Some people have amazing lives with amazing families and amazing husbands that they just have normal arguments with. And some people have husbands who knock the hell out of them on a daily basis.
Yep. Hey, Jose. Like, for example, Dr. Stupid Face, he beats Sammy up.
Yeah, but they were kidding. That was an act.
What?
That was an act, though. They were
Oh,
just
yeah,
seeing.
that was an act.
Yeah, they were just seeing who was loyal to him. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah. Trying to
Fucking
see
dumbass.
who would,
Yeah, I
what
want to be
kind
loyal
of
to a woman beater. That's gonna show my loyalty for sure. Go hit a fucking chick.
Also, who were the people that supported that? Because whoever supported you beating a woman probably beats their woman too.
Well, big guess. Whose chat is he always in? Two people. Whose chats is he always in?
Right.
They
He's
they
always in.
certainly did, didn't they?
Yep.
They didn't care that he fucking did that shit.
Nope. They didn't give a shit. They're
I
like,
feel
beat
like
her harder.
I feel like if Angie ever told me that anything got physical between him, her and Tally, that I would have to not talk to Tally.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm
I
actually
don't
friends
see.
with him. I don't think they're actually friends with fucking dumbass over there.
Yeah, I don't. I think they're using that guy. I don't think they're.
Robin, Dr. Tricombe drug his woman through the house and somebody put the audio out there,
Yep.
and um that so they came back saying that it was just an act to see who had his back and was loyal to him.
I'm going to play it really quick. And Tracy, if you're out there, mute for a second because I just want Robin to see what we're talking about.
Why does Tracy have to mute?
Well, if Tracy's out there, she needs to mute her sound because she doesn't like hearing this and she gets mad at me every time I play it. So
Okay.
every time I play it, I just have to warn her.
Okay.
So let me find it. Oh, that's funny. I also have the clip of him trying to pretend like he made it all up. I'll play
Oh,
that
good.
after.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so.
And this bitch is swearing to it too. So there is a thing. I mean, it is called Stockholm syndrome,
Yeah.
and where you think it's okay for the person that you're with to have bad behavior, to say it
Yep.
nicely.
Okay, so I'll play this really quick. Oh, wait, let me play it again really quick with the closed captions. That way everybody can see that she's saying, let go of me. She's like, this is love, right? Dragging me and slapping me across the house. This is love, right? Watch.
Get out! Leave! You don't want to be here! Get out!
He's like, leave. You don't want to be here. Get out. Instead of, I'm so sorry. I just slapped and beat you across the house. Crazy. Let me find the clip of him trying to pretend like it was all an act. I have it right here on my community tab. Here it is. Yeah, that's acting, right? But okay.
The biggest play, biggest act on fucking YouTube. Me, Nikki.
Let me put this closed captioning on. So right now in this video, he's trying to say him, Sammy, his girl that he beat and drug and was screaming in the video, and Nikki all planned this. And it was all a trick to see who would stand by him. So let's play this.
Been a part of the biggest play, biggest act on fucking YouTube. Me, Nikki, and Samantha.
Also, I think it's so funny that he thinks that this was the biggest act on YouTube when there's people that have made millions of dollars on YouTube pranking people. He thinks he has the best act on YouTube.
Well, his dogs are way better, I gotta say.
What?
His dogs are way better. I was convinced that they were having some hostility in their house by the dogs barking.
That is so fucking true. His dogs are better actors because they really did sound like something was
Yeah,
happening because
they
something
really
was
did.
happening.
Yeah.
And to say we're gonna do a fake breakup, fake argument, fake fight, and we was gonna really see who was in my corner. So I had a couple of people who was real snakes, as you can see, right? So yeah, we had her sister and her family and everybody of all part of this bullshit that
Over
you guys finally.
YouTube.
Now for everybody.
Yeah, for YouTube, you
Yeah,
went and
let's
got
get
her
her
whole
entire
family.
family, her whole family. Hey, come over to the house so we can fuck with a bunch of people on YouTube. That'll be fun, huh?
Right.
And then
What
we'll
the
have
fuck?
pizza and watch fucking, I don't know, ice skating.
We'll have pizza and snort meth or whatever.
I want every troll account. I want everybody who's on their real account. I want you to know all the bullshit that you said, you spread and kept running on and on about. Oh yeah, he lost the best thing that he ever had. Sammy finally left her abuser. Guess what? Sammy never left and she was never abused, you fucking dumbass.
We
Finally
heard it.
left. What is that? Like it's happened before? Finally left?
Right? Like, who said finally? Who was
Right.
it? The family? Was it the family that
So
said
yeah, when they were
finally?
invited over for this little prank, I'm gonna pretend that I'm kicking your sister's ass, okay? And
Yeah,
then
pretend
we're
I'm
gonna
kicking
put
your
it on
ass.
YouTube just to see who will support my woman beaten ass.
Yeah, like, come on, Sammy's family. Let's go on YouTube and pretend I'm
Fucking
beating her
weird,
ass.
man. I would have just said that. I would have just admitted it, rather than say something
Well,
that fucking dumb.
yeah, like everything that I get caught up in, I admit. Like, hey, me and my boyfriend, we get pretty fucking toxic. We fight. I admit everything. I do not lie and cover up shit. Like, what's the point? Who
Right.
are the people on YouTube, like, to you to like cover shit up? And the way they're covering it up, like, makes me think they care so much about YouTube. Like, they can't possibly
Right?
lose their
Weird.
reputation. Yeah.
Weird. I don't know. I've just learned that YouTube is really important to a lot of people, more important than it ought to be.
It really seems like it, and it's sad. It's like you guys should focus more on like making money. Like for example, Sammy is no, I don't bring you up every stream because I'm obsessed. I bring you up every stream because you're an abuse victim. Let me play this again for you, girly.
Oh, is she in your chat?
What?
Let me put on the chat.
What?
I wasn't watching the chat, but yeah, obsessed. No, we were talking about people who have bad marriages but pretend that they're good. That's what
Yeah.
we were talking about, and your name happened to come up.
Yeah, so here, let's just play it again because I'll just tell you why we talk about you, girly. You don't get it? You don't understand? You're
Lisa,
confused?
you should hear how he talks to me, and he doesn't even know me.
Right. I have. It's pathetic. So I'm bringing this up, Sammy, not Queen, because I think that people that go through this type of domestic abuse, they need to see that others also go through this type of domestic abuse, and they need to
Perfect.
realize they need to leave.
She says her relationship is perfect, literally fucking perfect. Is that not what we were just talking about? That I put my shit out there because so that people know that they can relate to that they're not alone. And then I don't get hit by no fucking dude. And I have never
Oh,
been hit by any man ever in my life, except for my
oh.
father.
Same.
ever has a man ever put his hands on me. Because one, I don't go around men like that. Two, I don't carry myself where somebody feels like they need to hit me. And three, if a dude ever hit me, they would know the fuck that would be the last time they ever did it. Because I do prosecute. I do use the police as they're supposed to be used.
The fucking lutely. Stammy, what happened to you ever happened to me, the man would be behind bars. I'm sorry that you feel like it's okay to defend men that do this type of thing and your relationship's so perfect and all that. But, like, honey, darling, love, sweetheart, let me play this for you again because this isn't love. And you even said it yourself. You even asked, is this love? So let's play it again for you.
Get out! Leave! You don't want to be here! Get out!
We really hope that you get the help that you deserve from the local law enforcement the next time this happens and that you don't end up 6 feet under because he hit you the wrong way next time. Because he could hit you in the temple, like by accident. He meant to punch your eye, give you another black eye. But this time he accidentally hits your temple. And there you go, girl, you're dead. So I really hope that you get the help you need. And I know that Joanne was putting out like the domestic abuse hotline. Let me see.
I sure did.
Let me find that again. Domestic abuse hotline. Because help is available and you need to understand that help is available. So here, let me put all this info for you. So all you have to do,
hear my name and get triggered the way he does and say the things that about me that he says is not a good dude. And no one is surprised that he hits you. Nobody. I don't even know him, and I'm not surprised that he hits you just because of the way he talks to me. And when we've never had a conversation. He's always yelling at me about your kid deserved to die. You're a bad mother. You're a fucking shitty mom. That's why you lost your kid. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, if somebody can talk like that about a woman that they don't know and then can accidentally beat you while he doesn't realize that his stream is going on, we know, girly pop. We know what's going on behind the scenes, girl. We know.
And
we hope you get help.
Ass, he's gonna beat his next girlfriend's ass too because you didn't stop him.
He probably beat the girls before her too, and she just did. And the first time that he hit her, she probably looked at him like, how are we ever going to come back from this? How? And then she thought, you know what? It's okay.
He must really love me if he wants to hit me.
Right. Like the way they do it is they look at them and they think, oh my God, like you just hit me. How can I ever look at you the same? And then they somehow convince themselves that he just did it that one time. It's okay. And then he does it the second time. He just did it that second time. It's okay. He loves me. It's just when he's angry, like these are the excuses they come up with. And right, Robin? Robin knows. She was a victim as well of that. Here, let me play the clip again. Not because this person told me to, but because it's very real. She says, like, he dragged me across the house, So here, sorry, I'm just going to play it one more time. Yep. So we understand that, you know, domestic violence is hard to get away from and it's hard to admit, especially when you've got a dude who's got all these online enemies. You just want to stand up for him. You want to be his like girl that stands by him. You look dumb. You look like you got egg on your face and in your vagina. That's all.
Ew.
And I deleted the comment, but let me read it to you really quick. She tried to say something about her family. She said, but yet my whole family is lying too. None of you know me. I laughed my ass off. There will be no next girlfriend. I'm the one and only. You are hilarious. So
We are
we all,
hilarious.
yeah, we know we're hilarious. Thank you for telling us that. But this subject isn't very hilarious, in my opinion. This is your sad life. Right, but what my boyfriend calls me versus what my boyfriend physically does to me are two different things. The only thing my boyfriend has ever slapped on me is my ass. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, now she's got to get racist.
Right? Now she's got to get racist because I've upset her by wanting her to get help for her domestically abusive situation. Aww. Domestically violent situation.
And Natalie is publicly getting help for her and Hamilton's issues.
Yeah, like
She's going to counseling because she knows that neither of their behavior is really acceptable. You're not supposed to call people that you love the names that they call one another.
Yeah,
And
like
so she gets help. Ta-da!
Yeah.
See how easy that is?
Absolutely. Like Hammy and I, we get into verbal fights all the time, and it's not healthy. It's toxic, and I admit that. He admits that, and I have actually been this way with my mouth for a very long time before I ever met him. And so I decided that I needed to go to therapy to learn how to not like freak the fuck out every time we fight and scream at him because I was like screaming at him like crazy sometimes.
Right, laced up. It's best if you don't deny it. You know, Natalie's not saying we're perfect. He didn't mean
Nope.
any of it. Because they both mean every word they say when they say it. Doesn't mean they mean
Exactly.
it long term. Just means that you have to know, you have to learn how to fight fair. Because everybody's gonna fight. Everybody, every relationship, whether it's mother to kids, father to parents, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a disagreement with every single person in your life eventually. And
So
it's how you react is how that is going to be on both sides. It's how the people react to the triggering situation or just like a slow burn that ends up, blowing up, whatever. It's how people react to situations, whether or not you can cool that person down or just feed that flame.
yeah, and by the way, I've actually been with Hammy triple the time that Sammy's been with her man. They've been together like 6 months and they already live together, which by the way, that's trashy in my opinion. I wouldn't ever live with a man after only dating them for a couple of days like you. So that's why Hammy and I don't rush into living together, which is why you claim he hasn't put his hands on me, which is not true. The reason he hasn't put his hands on me is because him and I use our words to fight because we're adults and we're mature. And we've probably seen each other in person more than you and your man have seen each other in person. Because, like I said, we've been with each other triple the time, if not quadruple the time, that you and your man have been together. So please don't come at me.
They've only been together for 6 months?
Yeah.
And he's already hitting her?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Wow.
don't compare your relationship to mine. That's really dumb of you to do. And also, every time I'm with Hammy, him and I have fought, like, not physically, we've verbally, like, gotten into all, like, fights over, like, stupid shit. Like, why didn't you close this? Or why didn't you do that? And we've never even thought of putting our hands on each other. Like, that's crazy. He's never thought of grabbing me or slapping me across the house or dragging me or kicking me. None of that. So, what's your excuse?
Weirdos.
Yeah.
But you're not helping the next chick, just saying.
What?
She's not helping the next chick he's gonna hit.
She said to you there won't be a next chick. She's the only one. She's going to take all the beatings for all the women.
Well,
She'll
because their
gladly.
relationship is literally perfect.
Yeah, their
Literally.
relationship is literally perfect. They lived with each other after meeting for like a couple of days. They moved in and they started beating on each other.
Me and my dude have gotten in 3 fights in 3 years, and neither one of us have ever raised our voice to the other one. We just stopped talking.
That's good. Teach me your ways. I think, you know what I think it is? You're way more of like a nurturing, caring person than me, if I'm being honest.
I'm also older. I'm a lot older. And
True, but not a
my
lot older.
my bullshit meter is about run out. So I just choose not, I know how I want to be treated, and I know how I want to be talked to. And if I don't get that, because that's just basics, I'm not asking for flowers and gifts and, anything that you have to put yourself out for. I just want to be treated like I matter.
Yep.
And, because that was our last thing. That was because but without, I mean, why. Okay, because I told you that we had broken up,
Yeah.
but then that thing happened,
Yep.
and I couldn't,
Right.
like I couldn't stay not talking to him after that. So
Good. I'm
yeah,
proud of
so
you because he probably, wanted to hear from you, in my opinion.
yeah, he stayed with me for a couple of days
I
after
honestly,
that.
when we're
So
done and
he didn't even hold it against me that, in his opinion, he did something super nice for me, and then I just ghosted him. Like that's his perspective on why I stopped talking to him.
men do not understand simple concepts.
Right.
Hello, Charles.
He just didn't
Hey,
finish, but he
Hamilton told me you hit him. Why are you guys up here talking bad about men when you fat, ugly women abuse men yourselves? You
I
passive aggressive
hit a
cunts.
single man. I have never hit a man.
why are you being such a potty mouth?
I know. What the fuck? And Charles, you should be nicer to me. Like, I am nice to you. Gosh. But anyways, so it's funny the way that your man like thought he did something nice for you, but he kind of like half-assed it a little.
Yes, that's exactly it. And I did not
Yeah,
feel like I was, like it mattered. It had to matter for
right.
me, should have mattered more to him.
Exactly.
To have
I
left me in the
agree.
position that I was left in, that I wasn't in before he started fucking with stuff.
So it's his fault.
It is his fault, but he doesn't hold it against me.
Yeah.
He didn't
And he
slap
didn't
me
try to
around
hit
for
you.
that. Nope. And as weird as it may sound, I don't let people yell around my cats and my dogs because it does
Good.
upset them.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want anybody to yell about around my animals either. They'd probably go hiding.
I had a boyfriend. His name was Sean, and he died. And it was right before I was seeing him, right before I started seeing Trey. And when he would get drunk, he would get so abusive. Oh my God. He would just go on for hours. But he was like he probably had some aphasia and shit from his drinking, and because he just
Do like, what do you mean he'd be abusive?
just call me every name you could think of. I mean, every name you could think of. And I locked him out of my bedroom and I stayed in my room, and that man went on for 12 fucking hours just
Oh my
yelling
god.
obscenities at me. And I couldn't
Oh
take him
wow.
home because he lived with his grandmother, and I didn't want to put that on her, because I
That's
knew he
nice of
was,
you.
yeah, but alcoholics, when you abuse drugs and alcohol, you're fucked. Your brain is fucked, and you got
I
no. After
agree.
a certain point, you can't even control how fucked you are. Well,
Yep.
anyway, he wasn't even trying. Plus, I learned all this like 3 months later, because he went 3 months being absolutely perfect. If I sneezed, there'd be a tissue right there. If I said, "Oh, I'm a little thirsty," from I'd have a drink in my hand. He took
Wow.
yeah, he was awesome. And we didn't fight over anything because there was nothing to fight over. But
Yeah.
but that was our honeymoon phase, so he didn't drink. Well, the first drink he took was the first time he just went nuts. Just
Wow.
batshit crazy. And I never let him stay with me after that. I didn't blow him off because I loved him,
Right.
and I did go see him, and but yeah, I just couldn't. But yeah, after so long, that alcohol will just eat your brain. It really, and
That's
yeah, and he died
that's
in
what
a
it
sad
feels
way.
like.
Trey and I didn't fight. We did get in an argument because he was so messy, and then we got in an argument because a girl he was seeing, he kept letting her hit him, and he died the same way, same exact way that Sean did.
Wow. Honestly, I think women that stand up for abusers are probably like equally as abusive sometimes.
I believe they can be, because my sister and my mom both were man hating folks, which is
Yeah.
probably why I always say I'm not a girl's girl, because I usually take the dude side, and
Because
and
you're,
that's just as wrong as what my mom and my sister do. But
yeah.
I mean, it's just what it is, what it is. I can't change me now. But
See, I've always like noticed women that do that. Like I notice when women always stand up for the guy. I think I'm probably the girl that always stands up for the girl. Like men piss me off so bad.
well, I've just seen, not my mom, because my mom
Yeah.
and my stepdad had a really healthy relationship. I didn't even know why they split up when they split up, because they never fought around us.
Huh.
And so I don't know when they ever fought to have split
Yeah.
up the way they did. Her last husband, though, that was terribly toxic on both sides.
Yeah.
And I could never figure out which came first, who fired the first shot with those two, like, because it just snowballed and just
Yeah.
kept continually getting worse. But my sister is a feminazi. Like, she has no respect for men. She literally thinks they're only good for sex.
Oh,
um
that's weird.
yeah, she's terrible. And but yet she'll let whoever she gets with completely control her life, while she's saying they're only good for sex. So it's weird. And
Yeah, that
I
is
never
weird.
want to be like that. I never want
Me
to.
either.
Yeah. And I
Well,
like men. Like, I like the way they think, and
yeah.
that whole, like, I just like male energy.
Right.
And
Well,
so
Makes sense with how your sister was.
Yeah, she's terrible. Like I said, she's a feminazi, so I never pay attention to her.
Yeah. That's funny. I don't like women like that though. Like the reason I don't necessarily love men like all the time is because I feel like sometimes they think they're so smart and they're not. And I've come across that a lot. And that's, my reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has a preference. It's not, I think that I should probably be more concerned about a woman when they're telling me this or that. I don't know, because I am. I can't say that I'm not concerned. I'm better. I'm getting better about being more objective on both sides. But I usually know the chick better and I know what a bitch they can be. So I'm like,
Right.
you're a bitch, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Like when my friend is fussing about her husband taking away all her credit cards, I know that she spends money like it's water.
Oh
I know
God, yeah.
that about her. So how can I be mad at him and she doesn't work. And they don't have, I mean, we're all old. We don't have little kids, so it's not like they have, it's a stay-at-home mom situation. It's a I don't work, but I like to spend his money on frivolous shit all the time.
Oh God,
So
yeah.
when she's mad because he's taken her, and she's telling me, "Can you believe he's done that?" Da 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 da. I do.
You're like, yeah, I can. I
He
actually
makes
would
good
have done
money,
that
and
a
y'all
long
got
time ago if I
nothing.
were him.
Yeah,
That's
I'd have
so
done it a long time ago.
funny.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's, I mean, so that is why, she's my friend and he's not. We're just friendly because I'm friends with her, and
Yeah.
so, but I'm totally on his side because I know how she spends money.
Right.
So
You can't you can't be in denial about it.
right,
He probably likes you because you're not like, oh man, too bad. I wish he would give him back to you.
right. What a dick move. I'm never
Right.
gonna say that.
Exactly. He's like, I like that, Joanne.
And
That's
they do. Most of my friends' husbands do like me because
how I am too. Most of my friends' husbands like me. Even because they don't know that I'm actually like on the girl side most of the time. Because I never am vocal. Like I'm the friend that you could tell me, and I'm actually not even gonna probably say my opinion to you because I know if I say my opinion to the girl, she'll go tell her husband like even
yep.
Natalie agrees.
Yep.
You
And
know?
that is the kiss of death right there.
Yes, exactly. And that's also why I don't do that with Hammy. Like I never go like sometimes I come to you, but you're really the only person because if I went to like my parents or my family, they'd be like holding grudges for whatever I tell them, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they care about you. Well, not, and it's not that I don't care about you, but yeah, they're always going to be, or they should always be on your side.
You're more understanding because like you understand both of us. They only know me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference. But, my mom did take my first husband's side one time. And she told me, well, you know how you can be. And she was right. And because I did, like I told you, I used to, I took after my mom because my mom used to bitch at me until my ears rang. And I was doing that after my first husband, my son's dad, and I split up, and my boyfriend between husbands. Um, and I was yelling at him like that. And then I heard myself and I was like,
Yep.
oh my God, I hated it so much. And now I'm doing it. So
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to hear yourself and your bad behavior, and then you get it. You get why. So yeah, so I wasn't mad about my mom. I realized that she was right, that I did bitch too much.
Yep. I do too. But so do they sometimes, the men.
Yes. Absolutely. I've seen. Yep. I mean, people are people, and they're gonna people all day
Exactly.
long.
Yep. Wow, I got that whole project done. Like I tried on all the clothes I didn't want, put them all in like a pile to donate. I'm proud.
Yay! I am writing down. Do you ever? I watched the Preppy Kitchen. That guy.
No.
He has the best recipes, man.
Ooh, the preppy kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. What
And
are you
I am.
writing down?
I'm writing down his peanut butter cookie recipe
Ooh.
because I'm gonna make my dude. I was supposed to go to lunch with him yesterday, and I fell asleep and I didn't answer. And uh, he was.
Joanne!
I know he was gonna take me out.
And then you fell asleep?
And I fell asleep and I didn't answer the phone. So now I'm gonna make him peanut butter cookies because they're his favorite.
Can he take you out today instead, or is he busy?
I don't know. He might be with his family on is it Veterans Day,
Memorial.
Memorial Day? What is it?
I think it's
Same thing?
Memorial Day. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so he's got a huge family, so he's probably with them.
That makes me really happy that he was going to take you out to lunch because
I know.
last
And
time I
oh, I
talked
gotta
to
tell you
you,
two things that he did so nice. And he could have handed me a 10-carat diamond ring and it wouldn't have mattered more to me. But we were on the phone
aw,
day before yesterday and I was like, he said, well, what'd you do today? I said, well, I went to the store, but I got there too late. They wouldn't let me in because I got there at 8:56 and it closes at 9. And I said I was gonna
oh,
get some bananas for me and the dog because we like bananas. And he says, oh yeah. And I said, yeah. So it's like I eat a banana almost every day. And
wow,
and I said, and I wasn't gonna go to Allsups and pay $1 for 3 of them. And
right.
so he comes over later and brought me a fucking bag of bananas from Allsups.
Aw,
Yeah.
where did
I
he
mean,
get
that's the
them?
nicest thing ever.
That's
Cause
amazing.
yeah, because he's got a lot on his mind right now, given the
Yeah,
circumstance of last week or week before
right.
last, So he's got a lot on his mind. And for him to bring me a bag of bananas after I said I wouldn't pay, oh man.
That is so nice. And
Mhm.
Robin said we need to cook together. When do you guys want to do that?
Whenever I have the my chicken scampi recipe, and I can
I'm
snap
down.
a picture of it and send it to you guys, and
Okay.
then we can get the stuff. I think all I need is chicken tenders.
I
It's
can
so
do it
fucking good.
anytime.
One,
I
two, three.
Okay, Joanne, that man loves you. I agree.
Right? Is it and yeah, so the next day when he wants to take me to lunch, I fucking don't answer. Ugh.
Yes.
And he works so much that it's hard for me to get a hold of him, so I just don't. I wait for him to call me.
Yeah.
And he didn't call me yesterday.
Aw.
I mean,
Well,
I know he's not bothered, but he took the time. He was gonna take the time because he
no.
says, so like at noon, okay, will that be all right? And I said, yeah, that should be okay. And he left at like 9 o'clock that morning, and I was like, oh, I could sleep till 11:30. And I did wake up to my alarm at 11:30, but I knew that I had set it for 11:45 too. And so I just turned it off and went back to sleep. And then my 11:45 alarm didn't wake me up. And
Oh.
I checked my phone and he calls at 12:02. Like, oh motherfucker. And he was on time. He's never on time for nothing, but he calls me on time. Oh man, I felt so bad.
Did
I
you
feel
talk to
bad.
him though, like later in the day?
No, that's what I'm saying, because he works a lot, so I don't ever call him at his job.
Well, did you text him and be like, I'm sorry, I
Hmm.
was sleeping?
Yes,
Okay, good.
absolutely.
Okay, good. I thought you just ghosted him. I was like, hey, we
No,
not
no,
do
no,
that.
no.
That's funny. He's sweet. I love that. And I think it's so cool because I was like sad when I thought you guys broke up. And so I'm like so happy you didn't break up.
Yeah, I don't want to be that somebody that I keeps breaking up, but
Yeah,
he's got
I
to be
know.
somebody that fucking follows through.
Yes.
But then so do I. So, and
I know.
I warn everybody that I am unreliable. Don't depend on me for nothing, because I am unreliable and I will let you down.
That's not necessarily true. Like, I feel like,
Oh, it is.
really, because I feel like if I wanted to call you, you would answer.
Well, yeah, but that's different than asking me to be somewhere at a certain time.
True.
And it isn't like I have anything taken up my time. Nothing. But I just
Right.
sometimes it just doesn't work out.
I would just like to say that they closed every single hometown buffet in the United States, so there is no hometown buffet, bitch.
Is that Charles saying some stupid shit?
No, it was someone else that
Oh,
I'm not
it's
even gonna
fucking
say.
Digger. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Digger. You dumb fuck.
I just think it's funny because like he's gonna have to come up with some new things to say because all the places he's referencing have closed down.
Right. He's been saying it for like 6 years, so and it means just as much then as it does now. None.
Exactly. I actually had an uncle who passed away who used to love the hometown buffet. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Aggravating fucker.
Well, anyways, I did my 1 hour of coffee, so I'm gonna end it, but I appreciate you coming up.
You're welcome.
I feel like we had a great morning, which we don't
Yeah.
get to do a lot anymore.
Yeah,
Wild.
I think I have some more videos I can upload of my cats.
Yeah,
They're so
you should.
fucking cute. I love them so much.
They
Yeah,
are. I think
I
they're
w-
so cute.
I wish I could have caught when Blue was going under the pillow because it was so dramatic. Like I thought he was really. Most of the time he'll like pull my pillow off the bed, and I don't know why he does that, but he does. And but
Yeah.
anyway, and that's what I thought he was trying to do because there was all this drama over there, and then there was nothing, and I was actually looking to see if he was there. So that was like the second time I just lifted because the first time I lifted it up, he looked at me like, "Oh shit." It just cracked me up.
It up and
And
record.
right
I'm sorry.
after that, huh?
I'm sorry. I was just saying the time you lifted it up and recorded it, he
Yeah.
looked like he was gonna attack.
Yeah, well, see, and then Tiny got a hold of his monkey that he's all about that fucking monkey. And so
Yeah.
she snags it. He comes and steals it from her. So I went and I was messing with him and I made a video of him. He's just hit growling at me and then he hisses at me at the end. And I thought, oh, I'm not gonna fuck with him because I don't want to make him mean.
Yeah.
They're so funny though. Your life, Zen,
YouTube channel.
about your company. Have you? What company?
I'm so some company called Accentiera. I don't know. I mean, when he came up here, he should have explained to us what the fuck is happening, but he chose to just come up here, make a mean comment, and leave.
Yeah, Chuck, you're a
So
fat too. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what the fuck. We love our fat. What do you have to say about your
Yeah,
fat?
fat and hairy.
Yeah, that hairy fuck. Anyways, well, thanks for coming up, Joanne, and maybe we'll talk soon.
Alrighty, you
Or we
gotta get
gotta
me.
plan the shrimp scampi stream. We'll have to do that now. I'm even
Okay.
available today. I might be. So if you guys
I don't
want to
have
do it
chicken though.
today.
I'll have to go to the store. I
Oh,
might
okay.
not do that. I
Okay.
might, but I might not.
No
Um.
problem. If you do, let me know.
Okay. All right,
All
honey. You'll
right.
have to kick me.
Alrighty, I'll kick you.
All right, honey.
Out of love. Okay,
I
bye.
know. Bye, honey.
Let me. Bye, everyone.